My wife, Emily, worked in corporate marketing. Fancy offices, designer suits, those champagne after meeting kind of people. I was the opposite, a small construction business owner, the kind who came home smelling like sawdust and hard work. We loved each other deeply, but sometimes I could sense the quiet judgment from her colleagues. They never said it out loud, but I could see it in their eyes. What's a woman like her doing with a guy like him? That night, Emily's company was hosting an annual gala at a high-end hotel downtown. She begged me to come. "It'll mean a lot," she said. "They always ask about you." So I showed up in my best suit, not designer, but sharp enough. Emily looked stunning, and I couldn't stop smiling as she introduced me around. But then I met him. Ryan Whitmore, her co-worker. Tall, perfectly styled, the kind of guy who probably practiced his smirk in the mirror. I'd heard the name before, the co-worker who joked a little too much and texted her at midnight about work stuff. He walked over with a glass of wine and said, loud enough for everyone nearby to hear, "So you're the husband? The builder guy, right?" I gave him a polite nod. "That's me." He grinned, leaning closer. "Emily tells us you work with your hands. Must be refreshing, I guess." His tone wasn't admiration, it was condescension wrapped in charm. Emily shot him a look, but he ignored it. Then he smirked again. "We've got a little team challenge later, trivia and problem solving. Think you can handle something outside the toolbox?" A few people chuckled. I could feel the heat rise in my chest, but I kept my smile calm. "Sure," I said. "As long as no one gets hurt." His smirk faltered, just a second, but I caught it. An hour later, the event host announced the Fun Corporate Challenge. Teams of 4 had to build a bridge out of limited materials. Paper, tape, and straws, strong enough to hold a water bottle. Ryan looked at me, grinning. "Perfect. Something you might finally be good at, huh?" I laughed softly. "Let's find out." We were placed on opposite teams. He had 2 other co-workers, all loud, confident, and ready to impress. I got paired with a shy intern and 2 finance guys who looked terrified of tape. Everyone crowded around tables as the timer started. Ryan's team moved fast, trying to make it look effortless. They laughed loudly, tossing comments my way. But I didn't say a word. I watched. I studied the materials. Then I started quietly folding, reinforcing, layering. My team followed my lead, nervous but willing. "Don't rush," I told them. "Build balance first, then strength." When time was up, both bridges went through testing. Ryan's was sleek, flashy but hollow. Mine, simple, clean, structured. The judge placed a bottle of water on Ryan's first. It held for 3 seconds, then collapsed. His smile froze. When the judge placed the same bottle on ours, the bridge didn't just hold, it held 2 bottles. Then 3. People started clapping. Emily's face lit up with pride. Ryan's laughter turned into silence. I met his eyes and said calmly, "Guess all those years with a toolbox paid off." The crowd laughed, not mockingly, but genuinely. Even the CEO patted my back, saying, "Impressive work, Ethan. We could use your kind of logic around here." Ryan's smirk completely vanished. After the challenge, Emily squeezed my hand. "You handled that perfectly," she whispered. But the night wasn't over. Later, when most people were dancing or chatting, I went out to the balcony for air. Ryan followed. He leaned on the railing beside me, eyes dark. "You think you proved something in there?" I looked at him calmly. "I didn't have to prove anything. But maybe you did." He frowned. "What's that supposed to mean?" "Emily doesn't talk about me because she's embarrassed," I said softly. "She talks about me because she's proud. You'd know the difference if you ever made someone feel safe instead of small." He glared at me, jaw tight. "You really think you're better than me?" I smiled. "No. Just happier." He walked off without another word. Later that night, as Emily and I drove home, she said quietly, "I'm sorry. He's always been complicated. I should have shut him down earlier." I squeezed her hand. "You don't have to apologize. Some people need to see what real strength looks like before they recognize it." She smiled, resting her head on my shoulder. "You were incredible tonight." When we pulled into the driveway, I looked at her and said, "You know what I realized?" "What?" she asked. "That confidence doesn't come from where you work, what you wear, or who notices you. It comes from knowing who's beside you when everyone else doubts you." She smiled through tears, whispering, "I love you, Ethan." And for the first time that night, I didn't feel judged or underestimated. I felt seen, completely, proudly, undeniably seen. Ryan's smirk may have faded that night, but something else stayed, the quiet truth that respect isn't earned through power. It's earned through grace. And that was worth far more than any trophy that Gala could have given me.